When you say Japan, people often think of anime, sushi, or Tokyo. However, Japan is also very famous in the United States for its excellent quality middle and high school band programs. To investigate how the Japanese students at such a young age are able to play so well, I studied abroad at a university in Japan, Kwansei Gakuin University, and was a member of the school's orchestra club. However, before the semester began, I stopped by Tokyo to watch the All-Japan Junior and High School Wind and Percussion Instrument Solo Contest. These students were the top 50 players out of millions of Japanese students, and they were incredibly talented. This then takes me to the orchestra at KGU. I won't lie, I was a little bit nervous to meet everyone because of how insanely talented all of the Japanese players I had seen in Tokyo were. However, I was welcomed into the club by the very polite, very kind, entirely Japanese students. But then something very interesting happened. Rikuto, one of the trombone players, asked me to, out of nowhere, he asked me to play a high B flat, the B flat above middle C. And I was pretty sure I was being hazed. However, I played the note, and then he said, "Awesome, sugoi! I don't know how to play that note. Can you teach me?" The reason that we Americans are in awe of the skill of Japanese middle school musicians can be traced back to cultural differences. In Japan, middle school students work very diligently in preparation for entrance exams for high school and college, and this exuberance extends into their music practicing. Then in college, they relax and don't work as hard as Americans do. So we actually work harder in university, they work harder in middle school and high school, so in the end, everything kind of evens out. The other members of the trombone section, who are of course Japanese, thought enough of my playing to ask me to teach a new player, a new member of the orchestra, Rikaho, how to play the trombone. How she approached learning how to play trombone, I think we can learn a lot from as students in the United States. The first thing that Rikaho did was to just practice a lot. Every day at the orchestra club, we would work for several hours, and then at home she would work on practicing trombone. So just by spending lots of time on it, it helps, and she made very quick progress. The second thing that Rikaho did differently was to listen. It sounds simple, but she did everything I told her to do. It was incredible. She was this wonderful student. In Japan, just as a culture, they listen very attentively to what people are telling them, and then they go and they do it. And that's something that I think we can do a lot better at. I certainly can. Lastly, some things don't change from the United States to Japan in music. You still need to use metronomes, you still need to use tuners, you still need to have an awesome sound that you're trying to replicate. The tuba player loved the Chicago Symphony Orchestra low brass section. He listened to them every day. Unfortunately, I discovered that there is no secret formula to success in Japan or anywhere in Asia. It's a lot of hard work and doing what your teachers tell you to do. I'd like to leave you with this. Please go abroad at some point. It can be in high school, it can be in college. There's lots of opportunities. You can teach English after you've graduated for a year. You won't regret it.